Squad, what's the deal? We back. Saturday special. Fight night. So y'all know I gotta be here. You feel what I'm saying? Terence Crawford, Canelo Alverez. We here for it all. Connected to Instagram. And we here to go in. Let's get it popping, gang. What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present a MadMizzy Sports Saturday special. Didn't come to y'all yesterday to give y'all MadMizzy Sports in the AM, so I decided to come with a Saturday special, seeing as it's fight night. We here, we got some major Saturday sports events to speak on. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm starting it off giving a shout out to the money team, man. Shout out to the money team. If you was paying attention to the Thursday episode, or the Thursday episode, Thursday morning, I came out, gave my prediction, told y'all to take the Packers plus the points with Jordan Love on the over on the passing yards. I think they had him at 225 and a half when I did the show. By the time I put my bet in, I think they had him at 230 and a half. Still took the over on the yards, connected on that one, collected on the Packers, pushing my overall prediction on primetime games to 3-1. Got the Chargers over the Chiefs. Got the Vikings over the Bears in Chicago. Then I got the Packers over the Commanders in Green Bay. And the only one I blew was the Ravens blowing a 15-point lead with 5 minutes left. The team that I'm out here hoping they make some noise in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl eventually, going to blow a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd be undefeated on primetime predictions. You dig what I'm saying? But we started off with the Thursday night football recap. And man, I'm just looking at this Packers team and they look dominant. They look complete, man. You get 84 yards rushing from Josh Jacobs, which isn't too much. I mean, a little bit more than he had in week one, but you see Jordan Love going out there 19 for 31, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns. And to think that they still be leaving plays out there offensively. He had a couple plays, couple deep passes that once he get the connection down, if they hitting those plays later on in the season, that offense is going to be damn near unstoppable. And then you think you got Micah Parsons on the other end that's applying the pressure. Like that Packers team is just amazing. And I don't see how people didn't see that coming. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that people was going with the Commanders when it came to Thursday night, because I was looking at it. I'm like, I mean, they played well, but I expected more offensively from the Commanders going up against the Giants in week one. The Giants didn't really pose a threat offensively. Nothing like what we knew the Packers was going to provide or present offensively. So I really was like very confident in this Packers over the Commanders win, and it came to fruition, man. This Packers team, I told the Eagles fans, and you know Eagles fans, man, they on a win streak, so they on a high horse, man. Ain't nobody touching us right now, bro. Give a fuck what you talking about, bro? Ain't you a Niners fan? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, listen, bro, the Packers just look nice. That's all I'm saying. They look like that might be the team y'all might have to go through. You feel, or they might have to go through y'all, whatever the case may be. But they looking like one of the top adversaries in the entire NFL right now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all that I'm expressing to Philadelphia Eagles fans. And yeah, man, the money team, if you're paying attention, man, paying attention, putting the bets in, you're welcome. You're welcome for that slip. You dig what I'm saying? So stay tuned. Let's make this money, baby. Money making Mizzy. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna steer y'all in the right direction. I'm gonna keep all the bets that I put on, and I got my feelings in that I put in because I got my feelings involved. I'm keeping that to myself. But the ones that I'm really conscious and putting the thought and process into, I'm gonna pass that out to the world. You feel what I'm saying? And another one went through Thursday, so you're welcome. You dig what I'm saying? If you put that ticket in. But let's get over to college football, man. And I got to speak on this team because I root for this team. I don't root for Colorado because Prime is black. I root for Colorado because Prime Time was one of my favorite athletes growing up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I love the father that he's been to his kids. You dig what I'm saying? But they stink right now. The University of Colorado Buffaloes stink. they straight up ass cheeks. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at them falling to 1-2, losing 20-36 to Houston. They got main man out there with the neck brace on, number 44, looking like John Riggins back in the 80s for the Redskins. I'm like, what is going on? They not tackling. I don't see no passion. The execution offensively is horrendous. They damn sure still not protecting. They don't have a quarterback. They own a third string quarterback in the third game, bro. In the third game. Or we going into the fourth game. This past third game, though, that they just played, they third string was in. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man, Colorado. I'm a root for y'all. I hope y'all turn it around, but I just don't see how it's gonna happen, especially seeing that if y'all can't hang in the Big 12, which is one of the softer, easier conferences out of the Big Five conferences in college football, then that was all for nothing. And like I said, the run with Shador and Prime, it was amazing, but it wasn't historic. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't win the Big 12. They didn't go to the playoffs. It was good. It was cool and all that, but listen, more got to come. More substance got to come behind those 2 years at Jackson State and those 2 years at Colorado for Coach Palm and Shador. If they want to put a stamp on this whole coach player thing, or else it just looked like they had a nice little run as a duo. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're not going to reconnect in the NFL. And if Shador don't become a starter in the NFL and Prime happens to implode as a head coach after Shador leaves as a college football coach, what we talking about? And again, I was the person rooting for him. I hated that Charleston White used their name and their popularity to build his platform and get his views and all that on the negative side because they was going out and doing positive things. Like that was just weird to me. But when it comes down to the football, when it comes down to the field, what we talking about, they was horrendous yesterday. That was a terrible showing. You get what I'm saying from a prime time led coached football team. That was horrendous. You feel what I'm saying? So tip my cap to Houston, but Colorado looks soft, man. You know what I'm saying? And the whole Big 12 as a conference is soft. So for Colorado to stand out and look soft, they looking real childish out there. You feel what I'm saying? Looking real childish. Let's keep it pushing though with the Saturday college football rundown. And we got a lot of big games going on this Saturday. Let's start it off with the huge matchup going on in Tennessee. We got Georgia going to face the Tennessee Volunteers. Georgia favored by 3.5 points. I'm looking at this game and I see Tennessee been staying relevant of late and staying as a good prospering program, but to me, they still haven't got that signature win yet. You get what I'm saying? And that could happen this Saturday, but I don't see it happening. Not up against Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, the team that's probably been the most dominant team post the Nick Saban run. So I'm gonna go with Georgia. I think 3.5 points. That's hardy, but I mean, again, that's Georgia. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they going into Tennessee, but they known to have a stout defense. You know they're gonna make it tough on Tennessee, and you know that crowd isn't gonna rattle them because they go anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Florida, Bama, they going anywhere and they putting the beat down on folks. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm expecting this to possibly be a one-score game, but I do expect Georgia to still cover that 3.5 point spread. And I'm gonna go with Georgia over Tennessee in Tennessee. Then we move down to Miami or move over to Miami because Tennessee right down there in the South too, where we got South Florida, SFU going into Dade County to face the Miami Hurricanes. Miami favored by 17.5 points. And that's with South Florida. Who did they beat in week one? Who did SFU beat in week one? Boise State. Then who did they beat last week? I think it was Florida that they beat last week. So I'm gonna definitely take South Florida and the points. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna give me 17.5 points with a team that's starting off 2-0 against two teams that other people thought they was gonna lose to anyway. Oh yeah. I know it's in Miami and all that, but like I said, I still think that turnover bug for Carson Beck is in there. He hasn't shown it as of yet so far this season. He has been playing well, getting the Miami offense in and out the huddle and keeping them flowing, keeping them running. But I'm gonna go with South Florida and for them to cover that 17 and a half points or possibly win outright, but definitely to cover the 17 and a half points, man. Like that's a lot of points going up against a team that, like I said, they starting off 2-0 with two upset victories. So I'm gonna definitely take South Florida and riding that high horse of a winning streak to at least keep it close in Miami. Then we got Texas A&M at Notre Dame, and this is the one I'm kind of stuck on because I ain't been really paying attention to Notre Dame. I know Texas A&M playing the SEC, so I'm I'm gonna roll with Notre Dame. 6.5 points too. Oh, this is a hard one, man. Because matter of fact, with 6.5 points and a home, I'm gonna go with the Aggies, man. I'm gonna go with the Aggies to cover that 6.5 points. I think it's gonna be a close game. If Notre Dame does end up winning, it's probably gonna be a 3-point win, back and forth battle. We know Texas A&M and M and the SEC in general is known for showing up on the road, playing well, and playing defense, making it tough on the other opponent. So I'm gonna go with Texas A&M to at least cover the 6.5 point spread. I'm looking at that's a lot of points. I know everybody's high on Notre Dame, but the pundits been high on Notre Dame since I've been a kid, since I can remember. And they, like I said, they ain't won big since the 80s. You get what I'm saying? So national championship game appearance here or there, but I'm gonna go with Texas A&M to cover that spread. We gonna see about that one. And then just for Michigan Mizzy and my personal, you know what I'm saying, uh prediction. I'm gonna predict the Central Michigan at Michigan game. I definitely got my Michigan Wolverines bouncing back. I think we got a 27.5 point spread at home against Central Michigan. I'm looking at that game. I think I don't know if we're gonna cover the spread, but we damn sure gonna win. I think we're gonna bounce back. But like I said, 28 points, that's a lot. We might win by 21, 17, something like that. But 28, that's a lot. I could see it happening, but I wouldn't take the points. I'd take the money line on Michigan if you definitely want to take Michigan, even though that's gonna cut into your earnings or your winnings. You get what I'm saying? That's definitely gonna cut into it, taking the money line on Michigan versus Central Michigan. But this is what we all here for, man. This is what we here for. Saturday, the mega fight is finally here. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. We've been waiting so long for this matchup, man. Crawford minus 150. And I don't understand. I ain't gonna say I don't understand why, because he is going from the most dominant fight we seen him fight was 147, where he beat Spence. Then his last fight, he fought at 154, fought Madrimov, won that one by decision. Now he's jumping up two weight classes to fight the best fight, or arguably the best fighter of this era, in Canelo Alvarez. And man, it's going to be an epic battle. But I think my boy Terence Crawford, the two-time undisputed, one-time unified champion, will come and show out and make history again, making it three-time undisputed champion of boxing. And the what's going